part of the identity that both of these rosters showed at Demacia Cup was if there is an objective, we are going there.
Yep.
It was something that CFO had a lot in their identity that we've seen both Honkyu and Junjia bring over pretty much immediately. So at the end of the day, there's 2 level 6 demons in the jungle, as we see Nayo showing himself.
Yeah, what about level 4 demons fighting over Scuttle Crab? Callum, this is the LPL right here. We fight over Scuttle Crabs. We need to crash down, engage. Flash War for Chachi. Junja is cut down. First blood secured by Nayo as he tries to make his statement into the jungle first in our big Titan matchup. Top Esports on the board.
Okay, we do see
a bit
Gala
more.
Vampire.
Tangle Barb. There we go. I think Gala should have enough damage and will be able. Vampire picks up that kill. Fengwei cannot find the trade. And just like that, we're starting the seesaw of our matchup. Really want to emphasize how a year ago today, Nayo was not a starting jungler in the LPL. And now he's commanding a lot of the leadership duty on this top esports roster, a much younger roster than it ever was last year. Yep.
It's really just going to be a case of now having to play super respectfully. So we do actually have both junglers hovering around mid. This crystalline overgrowth, Honkyu really needs to proc it.
Cream gets hit by the shockwave. Junja, Stoppable Force, he's going to chase over the wall. He sees Nayo, flashes on top of Cream's head and deletes him. He's not a rock anymore, he's a boulder throwing down. Poking execution from Nayo gets him back under turret. Handy use of that Ambessa ult, but man, Junja, what a statement for his first kill in the LPL.
Yeah, that is Vampire. Always got to verify when you see an icon on the minimap which person it actually is when Nico's in the game. Currently just the one secured by the looks of it. There's no more feats of warfare, so while grubs are quite important just because of how much gold you can drain from hitting towers, it's not one of those super high priority things.
So you do have to do a little bit more extra math on the Nico check. Don't need to do any math on this. There is the unstoppable shockwave, as we'll call it. That's the flying oyster combo now in the LPL, folks. Oyster combo now in the LPL, folks. 2 ults, 1 dead mid laner, but it's Fengwei looking for the turn back in a double crash down into the public execution. Vampire is dead, and Junja doesn't have any damage left to trade that out, so both these teams finding ways to kind of scrap back after losing a member.
Talk about this pseudo comeback mechanic of the crystalline overgrowth. If there's a kill that comes out of this, I'll be very surprised. The Malphite ult's up in 2, but yes, okay. Do I have a moment?
Oh, Gala. No, you don't. Transcended to Gala, flashing forward after Jachi. One more auto should do it, and that's the Gala we know and love here around the LPL. You give him an inch, he takes a mile.
Collect some of that crystalline overgrowth. It's one of the ways that you can snowball ahead, complete your quest quicker. Go on, take it
Vampire.
away.
Yeah, Pop Blossom on a Fengwei. Honkyu should easily pick up that kill. To make, to finish your point there for you, Melvin, it's a lot easier to snowball and run away with the game, and you've seen JDG do that in the last 3 minutes.
Most definitely, and it does mean that now this dragon has a lot more priority.
Oh, there it is again.
He's gone. He's just gone.
Didn't even need the shockwave this time. Just the unstoppable force.
Yeah, we see why teams are valuing this Malphite so highly. It's kind of like Nautilus of difficult situation to be in at this point, with no dragon up at the moment to take, just losing even more tower gold. Just to make it a bit easier for people to understand, the towers basically are the same as last year, minus the fact they now have plates. Now, Riot's just made it a lot more visually clear. It looks a bit weird, but when you realize this is just how it actually works.
Great catch, Nayo, but the cleanse is perfect. Gala gets out of the Jid W. Now they catch Nayo forward, and Vampire finds a 2-man Pop Blossom on the backside. Gala transcended, trying to step up, get a couple more of these autos down. But JDG, even when they get jumped on now.
And I will say, credit to Vampire there. Really good counter engage to continue the ticket there, keep forcing the issue. And this is something that I want to harp on. If you get a lead, you need to keep the snowball going. Because
that was a Cassante. Yeah, that was a simple Orianna combo, and that Cassante. Where's the copy paste Cassante I need? You know what? You're making the point. 6K gold lead. Oh boy. Yep, 369. Tangle Barb. Junja does not need his big ultimate to throw down onto 369. Oh man, he goes into all out just to lose some more resistances. Vampire's looking for more. Gets another Tangle Barb down. Shockwave from Honkyu through. Does he have enough gross damage for Nayo? No, he doesn't. But man, are they leaving an everlasting image towards Top Esports. This game is slipping out of their hands. Cream having to TP back in just to cover a turret, but that means Gala. Oh my god, that was one empowered Q. This game is getting out of hand rapidly. Quay knows that he's trying to make a snap engage with Cream, but he gets interrupted in the middle of his dash, trying to go after the back line of Hongq, but he flashes himself back over the flat wall. Xiaosu joins the party with Dominus popped, and Feng Wei is tarnished and thrown back to the base. This game is going off the rails rapidly, and if you're a JDG fan, this is exactly what you wanted to see out of this new roster.
By a big rock to the face.
That's going to happen all game long. One thing, we touched on how much of a team fight threat this composition is, but...
Like their lives depend on it, and in the game, it currently does.
Oh boy, 369 is completely ganked wherever he was trying to come from. Flashes away with the all-out. He's used everything he desperately can to escape, but all he finds himself is a black and white screen. Second death of the game, and no more clicking towards that objective. It is easily picked up here by Junja.
Oh,
they might even look here for Cream. Cream, you
Oh,
knew
no.
this dragon was going down, and now you're going to feel the new import power of JD Gaming. They're daring him to flash an Emperor's Divide. There's the shimmy shake to get himself out. Junja goes after him with the Vampire. Pop bots him on to 3. My lord, it's a massacre for JD Gaming, and somehow Nayo's able to escape it. That mid-tier 2 turret is soon to fall down. Oh, top lane skirmish. We're throwing down hands, and I would figure Xiaosu is pretty favored in this one, but 369's making it close. The flash stun just to secure it. Xiaosu picks himself up the solo kill to keep the JD train running. Top Esports, you got to give up some of this real estate, or you are asking for a whooping coming from Junja and Hongq. Junja's so tanky with this build, maximize ultimate damage, but there's Dio flying on the background. Hongq has to go into the stasis. Feng Wei finds a good angle. The shockwave for Hongq gets him out, and oh my god, Gala just deletes Cream. Yep, it's Gala here to the rescue with tons of damage, and they'll look to try and chase down a Nayo that is way out of his comfort zone, trying to steal camps away. Hongq will just zone him. JD Gaming onto the Baron for now. Top Esports, desperation is the name of their game. Try and find some way into this pit. Try and find some way to stem the bleeding, and maybe it's going after Hongq, who's casually going for the 1v1 against Nayo, but Nayo looking to throw hands back. It doesn't matter. Hongq is just better. JD Gaming secure the Baron. Jachi is jumped on by a crocodile looking to chase him down. Vampire doesn't even expire. It's only 369 who limps away to tell the tale of the Mad Titans JD Gaming in this game 1. Got inhibitor turrets. Well, that really shuts down any possibility of a fight.
Yeah, when you're stuck in this state of wanting to force a play, but hold on.
Oh, Hongq first, Junja second, Gala third, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. JDG are eating good in this game 1. Gala's got himself the triple. He's picked himself up the quadra. Gala, pentakill debut on JDG, just like that.
This is LPL, everybody. You came, you saw, Gala got you, and now that is going to be a clean first game for JDG. We talked about the high expectations. We talked about what we wanted to see from these players. This is it. Everybody playing at the maximum for JDG, and TES, terrifying state to be put into for the first series of the year. Cream has easy pickings, always going to have something that he will want available for the team fight. Thing is though, let's kind of reframe it back to what we expected and what we wanted to see from TES. Gank of their life. Maybe that might show up top lane here, but unlikely.
Oh, Vampire, he's going in for the alley sec right there, and Jachi's gonna have to flash himself back out. The stun comes across. Oh my god, they still nearly picked up the kill there. Oh, Scott of Duck Cream goes under turn onto Hongq, gets first blood easily. Junja gonna be here, flash for flash, and Nayo's here to cover. Flashes right on top of Junja, doesn't have his flash anymore. Cream, don't think he can dash himself back in, but good cover to make sure there's no trade there. Cream into Hongq, still kind of brash, willing to trade back and forth. Junja, man, this is not your Gromp. This is not your, okay, it's your Gromp. It's your Gromp, yep, flag and drag smite. But is it your life that you have to pay with it? Absolutely, I can't, he's a madman. You take that flag and drag knowing you have no flash? So
well,
funny.
On the side of the larger dragons, we do have a pre-6 engagement around this dragon. There's a Varus for the steal or the secure potential. As I use the Q, that's just a straight smite fight.
He's gonna flash right on top of Junja, trying to get him out of the pit. Secure goes over to Cream here. Hongq does have ultimate. There's the hijack ultimate back from Cream. He's gonna dash right on top of Vampire, is very low. Gala trying to find the trade, gonna cleanse the first stun. Jachi trying to get some of these autos down, but Hongq has more than enough in the tank to find that kill. Boy, do we get skirmish scrappy. It's the Drake secured for top esports.
There were a lot of objective fights last game, despite how far behind TES were. Oh, hold on, this should be a freebie.
JDG, yeah. Flash, Cataclysm follow. There's the team fight ultimates. They're up, and JDG feeling a lot more brash with their engages. Over-indexing for.
This sleeper might be the most important objective of the game currently being taken by TES. You have a Yorick in the game. You have a Silas, who is going to be a side lane monster. If they get all 3 grubs, which it looks like they will.
Honky dashing forward, Cream wanted that, but doesn't look to re-engage.
Flash and TP. Now, JDG are in a more favorable position to start the fight from the get-go. They have managed to use that pressure to build Prio, kill Jachi.
He knew that they were waiting for him, and he's still gonna die right next to his tier 2 turret. The life of an AD carry. Junja's gonna have to bail out of the pit here. A lot of respect from JDG. I like to see that sort of resolve, though. Without the Cataclysm, this Jarvan is very bare bones. So that Dragon stacking for top esports is going to be apparent. And back to the point we made about the split push, the 4-1.
More even. Considering you're against double AP solo laners, it means quite easy itemization for this Yorick to win the side lane.
Hijack between worlds. Got him ducked. Full engage on the Hong Q. As Nayo engages Vampire off the side. Bigway joins the party, but Zeus doesn't lane. He's going to flash get the stun into the solar flare. Flakeway looking to make the plays, and with a cease and desist, it's more than enough. Love that snap engage from the rookie top esports support.
Up now to the top lane. No Vi ult, no Leona ult, but Xiaoshu still in a pretty dire situation.
Goodbye, sweet Xiaoshu. Someone's going to TP to cover your wave, brother. Hopefully he just has to cover your... Oh, good trade there. Anyway, takes up too much of the turret there, and that gives Gala... I mean, this is the real win, right? On the other side of the map, Gala has been chilling in this bottom lane.
Junglers posturing around bot. Don't know if anything's going to happen here, but let's see.
Ballbreaker's cancel from Nayo. You have to try and get back out. Knows you're engaging Junja, but he brings Cataclysm down. Big waste here. Solar Flare's going to land. There's the Velvet Carpet coming across, but Nayo gets out of it. Xiaoshu's damage does not hit the primary target, so Junja has to flag and drag himself, sacrifice himself to take out the enemy jungler. He's going to flash away from Jachi's piercing arrow, force the chains of corruption. He flag and drags further. We're just playing the stall game here, Junja. This is mental warfare right here in the LPL, folks. Jachi, you better hit your Q. All right, he does. But it took a lot more effort than I think Jachi thought he'd have to give.
Super severe, but we do have Prio in the mid lane. Gala secured that one.
All right, so we're looking at that Cataclysm. Bullet time combo. Vampire's going in. There's the bullet time. Nayo is eviscerated. Great catch from Vampire. Ungway is going to be caught as well. Just like that, JDG stack up as 5, as strong as they can be. They make a clutch couple of kills.
Very important. This will pretty much bring the tempo back into JDG's favor. And the thing is, Xiaoshu, once again, doing a very good job quietly in the side lane. The fact that Yorick hasn't killed a tower yet is crazy. So JDG doing a pretty solid job to keep themselves alive in this game.
Okay, hijacks between worlds. Hongq has the turret to try and help him out, but Cream feels healthy enough to just dive under it. How many turret shots he's going to take? Eats about 3 of them. Flashes out with style. Oh, and the BM as well. Cream 5-0, and there's Xiaoshu losing access to his turret as well in all these fights going forward.
And that's really important, because when you're fighting, often 4v4, you do need somebody who can stand in the front, because now it looks like one of those frontliners is getting jumped on.
Well, Nayo didn't get the Rift Herald because Baron spawned. Bingway's going to re-engage with a bullet time from Gala. Forces one flash out of Nayo. Cream takes all the Unbreakable Will, but they get rid of the support. Top Esports down a man as they have TPs coming in, but it's just JDG that stack up 5 strong here. Again, when they are all together, JD Gaming will not be broken. This may be a little audacious, though. Trying to roll this into a Baron. I mean, I know they don't have Nayo. Junja is very low. Jachi, if he can make some of these piercing arrows work, he's a real big threat. And all the while they're doing this, turrets are dropping in the name of 369. Their health bars just can't afford.
Not a lot done in return. As now, let's take stock of the game. 369 currently being collapsed on.
Okay, Xiaoshu along with the carpet out into the Cataclysm, flashes into the Death Arena that Junja has set up, and they do get rid of 369. I was a bit wary if they had enough damage to get rid of that Yorick health bar, but the pick has been made. Now, Melvin, is this dragon spawning as we speak. Junja poking and prodding on a Fengway, or they're just going to take out the Leona's health bar in entirety. And guess what? They don't have to expend any of those 5 key ultimates to find that kill.
You can't fight this anymore as TES. Your best situation is fish for a steal, but then you are going to lose the Baron 99% of the time. 369 is going to be able to at least get some damage done. Curious if they're going to shut the Maiden out anytime soon, as Honkyu is looking to try and minimize
Gets Honkyu, but 369, can you just take that reset? No.
I think the Ghouls aggroed onto him there.
The Ghouls are still going to chase Honkyu down. Who's here first to support? Of course, it's his Flying Oyster former buddy, Junja, here, make it a 1v2, 1v3. Vampire's here as well. 369 may have actually been the one that got caught in the trap here. It's going to be another kill to Gala. Perfect, exactly where you want the gold. JDG, they are finding their way back into the lead of this game, one pick at a time.
And this is exactly where you want to find a kill, forcing Cream to TP in. The threat of a Baron is always there when somebody dies on this half of the map. Honkyu knocking down a bit of this tower, won't get the last hit in, importantly, does give TES a bastion to defend top lane, but oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, doesn't get the TP off. A good flash to get the cease and desist down the Vernayo. Heads up play to recognize Honkyu's only move is to try and TP out. Bit of desperation there and a bit of a fumble from the JDG new state mid laner. Keep your eyes on the bottom lane though. I do want to point out that Xiaosu is just split pushing. We've roll swapped.
We're in the same situation but the other way around now because somebody just died in front of Baron. It looks like TES don't have that confidence to force it right now, with Gala doing so much damage.
I mean, he's got 3 items, he's got armor pin on him, but he doesn't expect Cream to jump on top of him. Good cleanse to get out of the Solar Flare.
Oh my.
What a cataclysm in turn there from Junja and Vampire. Gala has been rescued. Cream can't even find the desperation trade. Boom goes the dynamite, and JDG finally break open this game too. It was topsy-turvy. TES had response after response. But this JDG roster has come to play in their LPL debut.
We show up with Teamfight champions, and guess what we're gonna do? Tabe once again sitting comfy in his chair right now, looking at this draft with pride. Expertly executed with so many resources getting chucked onto Gala, but it is not enough to take out the Misfortune.
You're doing pretty good in the game.
Yeah, it's something that just goes to say that TES, they're going to struggle to pull this one back out because teamfight with the Yorick, not exactly what you want to be doing, but it is a necessity now as we're throwing out abilities just to clear the way.
Yeah, that's just...
I mean, Cream's getting something. He is hitting tower.
I'm shocked that we haven't gotten a full reset through here. It's finally South Sudan's going to come around. So it's a 4v4 for the time being. Junja's got to be a bit careful. He is getting collapsed on alongside Vampire. Junja might just have to cut loose, let support go, or if Gala has the boomstick, he looks for the turn. It's Junja in a 1 versus 2 in the Cataclysm. The TP is going to come through in time. Xiaosu's is first. Cream arrives too little, too late, and the burn of the molten lava. Xiaosu, you said he was biding his time, holding down the side lane. Now he's even ready to scrap. And that might just be the red bow on a beautiful start to the season for JD Gaming. It's desperate plays for Cream to try and stall this game out, but just like the last fight, I don't even know if he'll find Gala. Goes golden, but it's inevitable what's gonna happen here. Fengway gonna be the last one to fall. JD Gaming with the perfect statement start. Their first series of the LPL, they're gonna sweep out Top Esports.
In convincing fashion in game 1. Game 2, a lot more close, a bit more punch for punch. We saw the life in TES, but JDG playing like a unit, really getting to see the extra reps that they got to put in as a 5-stack throughout the Marcia Cup.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.